Two very big ones. I'll wait for my mom to get up here.
The arrowhead.
Look at this piece of petrified wood.
It's beautiful.
Okay, welcome to the Quest for Details. I'm back on one of my favorite creeks, and we're going to be rock hounding some petrified wood. I am here with my mom again, and we did another video just a little while back, and had some good success on this creek, so we're going to try and give it another look, and yeah, we'll let you know what we find. This is a type of petrified wood that was made by volcanic ash falling upon it. So whereas some types of petrified wood can take millions of years to make, this was actually made in tens of thousands of years because of the mineralization of the ash falling on it and then making it into a fossil. So it's a different type of process, but you still end up with the fossilized wood at the end. And then here's a piece of it. Just a little piece, but you can see the grain. A little straight. And then these were mostly, they say, firs and conifers in here. And then there's also all of our other favorites. There's carnelians, different agates. It's important to check the pieces of wood here that look like wood, because sometimes they're actually rock, fossilized wood. Here's another little teeny tiny piece of it. This looks like it'll probably be a piece here. It's just got a cool reveal on it. So right on, we're already off to a good start. One indication that you're looking at a piece of wood is that it's laying on the bottom. We can get waterlogged pieces, but that's a little splinter. And so probably then is that. And is that? Nope. But is that? That one is. Ooh. That's got some cool.
I'm sure it is. Well, maybe not. For me, for my first find.
Yeah. Turn it on its side. Or the other. Yeah, there. That's where you can see the grain. Okay, good first piece.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, bottom of a kettle.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
it must have been pretty darn thick
Oh yeah.
to start.
The bean pot.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool. I saw this rock with all these vesicles in it, and I started looking at it closer, and I see little bits of wood in there. So this is a type of rhyolite, might even be classifying up into an andesite, but basically just a gob of volcanic rock. It looks like it has tuff in it, and then charcoaled pieces of wood. Let me zoom in here for you so you can affirm that yourself. You see the growth rings and stuff, but they're burnt because they've been buried in the hot ash. Remember, that's how this was formed, was not by time, but by having the ash literally bury it and then chemically change it. And up here, see the end of this piece? You see the layers of the wood there? So it appears to be a conglomerate of pieces of probably finer ash, burnt wood, and then whatever other heavier type of fallout that makes the andesite or But basically just a bunch of stuff all globbed together from when this was still a muddy, swirling mess, probably, you know? Pretty crazy. I might try and bring that home. It's the first time I've seen it in situ besides the logs that are buried in the hill. This is a kind of cool little piece of, yeah, we'll call it silicate. Looks more chalcedony to me than quartz, you know what I mean? There's a side profile on this one. I guess I didn't see the side of a burnt log sticking out of there. That's what I mean, in situ, pretty cool. And then what's that? Is that a charcoal piece of petrified wood right there, or some sort of layered black shale? Oh, actually that might be currant wood. Nope. That, even though it looks like a current piece of bark, is in fact a piece of petrified wood. And I love when it comes in these different shades. And I love when it looks so much like real wood. Yeah, look at that. You can very much still see the structure of it. Very cool. Found a big old piece. Sun just came out and it is beautiful, and the vines are looking spectacular, and spring growth. That's a big old kind of gob of silicate. Look at that. See all the agateness to it. It goes around, turns into more blue. And that which looks gray is actually a translucent gray too. And is that kind of like the other half of it? Look at this stuff. Not a chert, it's just a silicate. There's probably a lot of silicates moving around in this creek. That's part of what super fossilized a lot of these pieces of wood. There's a nice piece. Made my day. There's silicate in it. There's little splinters in it. They can still stab you. And the layers, you can see it was kind of a evergreen creature. Another nice cute little piece. You can see all the little layers of it. Okay, here's a little piece of this white agate carnelian stuff, and you're gonna look at me and you're gonna be like, nice catch, Branch. You're gonna say, Nate, that's a piece of quartz. And normally I'd agree with you. It looks like a very white piece of quartz, but on this creek, it's pretty much a milky chalcedony is as close as what I can figure, because it breaks off into these really beautiful carnelians that are not on this piece. But it's got that blue to it, and you might even have to be here in real life to catch the intricacies of what makes it not a regular massive quartz and a chalcedony type of quartz silicate instead. Oh, there, that might help you. It's got that different yellow blue glow. That's algae on it, but I think you can see it. So anyhow, we're looking for this, but where it stains all the way orange out here. We're heading ever upstream. I think we're getting up into the chutes of this thing though, to where the gravel runs out because it's high pressure. And but that's good because we know that we're prospecting the whole deal. Here's another little splinter. I have two very big ones. I'll wait for my mom to get up here. Finally, we have, no, that's real wood. Okay, check this out. I think I see two. Maybe even three. It's funny because it's by the end of this log. So we'll do two reveals. I'll lift this one first.
Do you want me to just film?
No.
Woo! Okay. The camera. I thought this was an arrowhead.
Look at this piece of petrified wood.
It's beautiful. Oh.
Look at that. Oh.
There's the other one.
Yeah, detailing this
This
is different.
is so beautiful right here.
It'll have crystals. It's so heavy. Let me drop this down so I can. There.
Gosh.
They'll have crystal grooves all through there. And just insane.
What a beauty that is.
You see the black burnt edges from when it went through the fire originally. So many details. We will have to do a wrap-up video looking at all this. Chalcedony veining down in here, it's all agatized. Look at that. Oh, you can see it in the screen of my phone.
Oh.
All running through there, you see all the...
Yes. Wow.
Oh, I have to set this down. There's a heavy, crazy piece of wood. And then my mom's gonna pick up this other one here, which we're hoping is actually, here, I'll get the bag, sorry. Oh, it's gonna be heavy.
Oh, it's so nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, look at the lines in it. Crazy. Well, there, you gotta hold them both up for a second. Can you do it? Okay. Boom. And smile at the camera. Thumbnail. Perfect.
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's incredible. Let's go back to the studio and look at the details on these. and then we'll start from there and we'll head upstream in part 2 of this. So meet me back in about a second here. We are having to travel. Oh, that's just a regular piece of wood. Ah, fake this out. Yep, another stretch where there doesn't seem to be a whole lot, or there's a parking spot and people have hit it already. Not sure because we're down here. But, yep, early in the season, early birds getting to worm. We had an incredible day so far. And we're collecting these little pieces of petrified wood from Napa Valley. You see the little calcetony veins going in there. To the next little beach. I think we're pretty much running out of beaches in this canyon. But we are checking it and the sunshine is out. And I found this little piece of this agate stuff. Let's look at the details. You see it's got the orange of the carnelian in there. And the grays. And that white and all of them mixing together. Kind of a milky carnelian and bad into the gray again. Yeah. One right here, and I am so excited. I can barely film. Look at this. I got another big one. I got another big one. Oh, it's got the grooves on the inside too. That'll be all crystally. Oh. Look at that. And yeah, these things are falling out of these mountainsides here on us. Craziness. We're gonna keep hunting and yeah, but my day is made already. The second half of this is already made. Incredible. Little thin piece there. pieces of the forest that was here before. Lost in the roots of the forest as it is now. I've never found a twig or a smaller piece of wood or a pine cone or even seen anybody else find one from here. So I think a lot of that just got vaporized because we were so close to whatever caused the blast. The geysers and all kinds of volcanic things are really close to here. And I think it looked basically like Mount St. Helens, just with burnt big trees and stumps. And I went a little ways ahead now on my own. And I'm even running into different types of rock. So in the time since that volcanic explosion happened and these became petrified, the land has rumpled up and been turned into an accordion basically. So things are not exactly on the same layout as they were, and we're also getting up into the high pressure chutes. So I just wanted to walk ahead and make sure that there wasn't the proverbial gigantic tree sticking out of the bank, and I have not found it yet. You'd be the first people to know. Nice chunks of this volcanic rock though, and it has little blue chalcedony layers in there, so there's chances for everything up here. I'll let you know. But yeah, I was just thinking about it, and never found a twig or anything tiny like that. Pieces of large trees is all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like yours.
Okay, we went all the way up to where it turns into just a canyon basically, into where it's too high pressure, and decided that we'd come back down. So then we backtracked all the way down, which that's a lot of work. We have to climb, you have to switch back and forth. It looks shallow, but these deep spots are deep spots. So you have to go back and forth and figure out your route and climb over some crazy stuff. But I'm finding a couple more little chips to finish out my day. And
Did you just put that there for me to find?
no,
Did you?
no, that looks like your other flat one. It's a perfect shingle. Man, this phone's got good zoom. I think it's right after this beach. Little piece of petrified wood. Nope. That's just a rotten log. But that's what we're looking for. But, oh, there it is. Found that piece. It's these straight grain conifers. They got fossilized, so they are very, they have a lot of different flies to them. Strata, striations. I think I see a big old branch sticking out of the bank over there, which is what I'm always keeping my eyes open for. we've moved back down to where there's traffic again. I'm gonna get myself across there and go try and pull that out and see if it's a big old chunk. That's what I got out of the bank over there. Just found this little piece of black petrified wood. It's got the sparkly druze on there. It's got a cool white end to it. And then all the different plies. So it's green. And just the fact that it turned all the way black like that. Oh, it's got druze on the back too. I think maybe they rotted or burnt or something. This camera gets such good detail in the pieces. Next metal detecting trip, it'll be fun too. Are we having fun yet? I think we're on our way out now, so there'll be some cleanup.
My enemy, right there.
Poison oak. And yeah, it's been a pretty productive day again, but I see that there's
maiden hairs.
Oh yeah.
Hi, maiden hair. So beautiful.
I see that there's only certain sections to hunt around and stuff that are easy access, so we are going to call it a day. Pretty soon. We'll let you know if we find anything else.